When darkness surrounds you and hope seems so far away, believe in yourself and shake off the dust that's trying to hold you down. Rise up and face the odds against you and ensure that you make your life count. Now, this is the feeling you get when you ride the Suzuki Intruder. It is the very definition of domination and a true meaning of intimidation. It is huge, spectacular, and truly one of a kind, where its unique character speaks louder than its features, and its imposing personality portrays more than what actually meets the eye. The mighty Intruder is a cruiser motorcycle coming from the house of Suzuki, home to some of the fastest production motorcycles witnessed in the world as we know it. And when a company like Suzuki get down to making a cruiser, we know it'll be a complete embodiment of power and poise and speed and substance. The Intruder has been in production since 1985 and was first known as the VS Intruder. The family of motorcycles under this name include bikes from 399cc, the VS 400, and goes right up to the bike that I'm featuring today, the M1800R. The Intruder, or the M1800R, brings along one of the fattest rear tires to have ever featured on a production motorcycle. We get a massive 240 section rear tire, as you can see here, which is the fattest rear tire ever to have featured on a Suzuki production motorcycle to date. We do have the Victory Hammer as well, that comes with a 250 section rear tire, but still the Hammer does indeed look a lot like the Intruder if you observe closely. Also, the bike I'm featuring today is called the Boss Edition. I've already featured the blue and black color variant earlier, and you can watch that video by following the link appearing on the screen currently. This is the metallic matte fibroin grey color, and I personally love the matte grey paint finish on this bike. This power cruiser also uses some of the largest pistons in the industry. The huge 112mm forged aluminium alloy pistons with short skirts and cutaway sides riding on chrome moly steel connecting rods provide the class-leading torque and horsepower, thereby offering a power-packed ride on the highway. Now, these are one of the largest reciprocating gasoline engine pistons being used in any production passenger car or motorcycle, while featuring race-proven design to reduce friction and inertial mass. At the heart of this monster cruiser is the class-leading 1783cc 8-valve DOHC 54-degree liquid-cooled fuel-injected V-twin engine that is designed to produce massive tractable power and responsive torque for strong throttle response and quick acceleration, thereby offering a strong yet versatile performance while riding through the city streets or on the open highway. But believe me, this is the bike that is meant to be thoroughly enjoyed on the vast open stretches of the highway, because you can't really relish its true power or potential while riding through the city. The 54-degree V-twin on board puts out 127 bhp of max power and 160 Newton meters of max torque, undoubtedly one of the best power figures among its rivals like the Triumph Thunderbird, the Indian Dark Horse, or even the Harley-Davidson Breakout. And this comes mated to a 5-speed transmission. Cranking up the engine, you feel as if you're starting up a helicopter. That is because the bike is shaft driven. The advantages of having a shaft drive over a chain drive system are as follows. First of all, shaft-driven motorcycles offer lower maintenance, lower running costs, and are overall cleaner compared to chain-drive motorcycles. The chain drive system requires frequent lubrication, they can get messy in bad weather conditions, and also add on to the overall running costs. The shaft drive systems, on the other hand, are fully enclosed, are unaffected by bad weather, and only need periodic oil changes, and therefore are low on maintenance. Now, taking this mighty mothership on two wheels out for a ride, believe me, the road presence and undivided attention is guaranteed while you are riding this bike. I reviewed two bikes back to back on this particular day. First, I rode the Hayabusa and then the Intruder, and trust me, there were a lot more heads turning when I rode the Intruder than the Hayabusa, because this bike is huge, almost the size of a car, and the feel that you get while riding this bike cannot be expressed in mere words. It almost feels like you're steering the alien mothership from the Independence Day franchise. Also, with the shaft drive system, the weight distribution and the overall balance isn't perfect. You need to constantly counterbalance the bike such that it doesn't veer towards one side. Nevertheless, the engine is smooth, the throttle response is monstrous, the clutch feel is understandably hard, even the gear shifts feel as if you are reloading a rocket launcher. But leaving all this behind, the sheer feel of getting to experience unlimited power under your palms, the pride of riding like a boss across the streets, and the brutal, unending power available on tap delivers such an intense and awe-inspiring experience that you would never want to get off this bike anytime soon. Believe me guys, you might have ridden a Harley, you might have ridden Indian motorcycles, or you might have even ridden the Triumph Cruisers for that matter, but this is indeed something special and worth experiencing as a bike enthusiast. Now looking at the brakes, up front we get dual 310mm discs with radial mounted 4-piston calipers, and at the back we get a single 275mm disc brake with dual piston caliper. The brakes are decent enough for this bike, and don't expect the razor sharp precision of the sports bike brakes on this bike because this is indeed a cruiser. Suspension wise, the bike effortlessly absorbs all the bumps on the road, which is the ideal trait for a cruiser motorcycle. Also, you might be wondering whether this bike is a single-seater, but let me tell you guys, it is indeed a two-seater. We do get a pillion seat as standard with this bike, which can be replaced with a cowl should you prefer to ride solo. Ground clearance is 130mm, which is somewhat manageable if you're riding solo, but you need to be really careful with speed breakers if you're riding with a pillion on board. Seat height is 705mm, typically underscoring its low-slung cruiser character. Price ex-showroom Hyderabad for the Suzuki Intruder is Rs 16,85,501, and you can call the number appearing on the screen to know the exact on-road price and to book a test ride for this bike. Thanks to my friend Ramana from Gem Suzuki Hyderabad for allowing me to review this bike for you guys. Well, that's pretty much it for now. I just hope you found this video useful. Until next time, this is Dino saying ciao. Take care, God bless, and ride safe.